Happy Wednesday evening to all of you. Fantastic. So we are now at the middle of the week. So that means you must be achieved 50% of your progress that what actually you planned at the start of this week, right? Awesome. Super. So I believe you had a great day today and now you looking forward for a fantastic evening. So I would like to add a value in your evening by sharing with you one of the blind spot that most of we leaders carry in our career and while doing our day-to-day conducts at the office. Okay. Now some of you might be traveling or some of you might be staying back in that last tweak to do before you submit deliverable to your clients or your stakeholders. Okay, so I want you just find 10-15 minutes with me because again this today's topic is really important because I'm going to I'm going to uncover one of the blind spot we carry in our leadership journey and which actually stops or blocks our journey. Okay, and it really hurts. So I want to really overcome this problem. Okay, and that's the topic I'm going to discuss today. But before that, I would like to quickly introduce to all those who are very first time listening to me, very new to me. Hello, everyone. This is Tushar Chaudhary. I'm your leadership coach. I coach mid-career, mid-senior project managers who are stuck in their career. They have huge potential. Okay, you have a huge potential, but you are stuck in your career because you do not have clarity what exactly to be done now for the going forward, or maybe you realize that there is a potential within you but not exactly finding that opportunities. You stuck because you're too dependent on your company or your organization to give you the future career, or your boss maybe. So I would like to help you guys that even though you have so many years of experience, and I would like to help you to convert that experience into high income leadership career using my three-step influential leadership blueprint. Okay, but that's to learn more about that. I would like to invite you to my webinar, which is happening on Sunday, coming Sunday, 29th of March at 10 a.m. Okay, and I'm going to share there with you the this three-step blueprint, the influential leadership blueprint, how to build authority, how to build your legacy in the organization, and most importantly, how to build your influence ecosystem. It's like an ecosystem where you operate to your fullest potential and 24 by 7. You creating that ecosystem for yourself. Okay, so you when you get up in the morning, you got that clarity what exactly you need to do when you reach to the office. Rather than being task focused, your focus is now to create influence on the people or the impact on the people. So that's what I help you to do that, and because of this you will attract high leadership opportunities, high income opportunities. And yeah, that's what actually help you guys to launch in your leadership career. So now that's about me. Now let's go into the topic. The today's topic is again one of the sensitive, more closer to project managers. So before that, I would like to ask you a question. Tell me how many times you have avoided a conversation at work because you did not want conflict. You did not want to hurt someone. You thought, let it go for now, it will sort out later. And then that small issue become the big problem later. Do you resonate with me? Does that happen with you in the past? Yeah. Difficult conversations does do not disappear. They delay and they grow. So today I want to talk about that one, avoiding difficult conversations at the workplace. Okay, now, so what is the hidden cost of avoiding this difficult conversation at the workplace? See, many professionals, especially the mid-senior, mid-career project managers, they believe avoiding conflicts keeps peace. Yeah, but actually it creates the silent damage. If you want to understand how that silent damage is, I want you to read very fantastic book. The book name is The Speed of Trust. A powerful insight comes from this book. Okay, and this book is by Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey explained that the trust is built through the clear and honest communication. Okay, so when conversations are avoided in the workplace, you know what, where it hurts, it actually reduces the trust between the people. It increases the assumptions, and obviously then it increases misunderstandings, right? So avoiding a conversation may feel comfortable today, but it creates the bigger discomfort tomorrow. Is that a bulb on moment for you? Yeah, type yes in the comment section. Let me share with you a real workplace example from my project experience. Right? We had a team member who was consistently missing the deadlines, and most everyone knew about it, but nobody addressed it directly. Why? Because he was technically strong, okay, and people did not want confrontation with him. So you know what happened? More delays happened, frustration increased, and because of that, that resentment and then team morale dropped. Finally, I have to jump in. I decided to have a direct conversation with this individual. No blaming, no accusation, no accusing. I just want a clarity. I said to this person, you know what, I have noticed that deadlines are slipping, and can you please let's understand what's happening here. And that one conversation revealed that he was overloaded and having unclear about priorities. And you know he was overloaded, he was unclear with priorities. We realigned his work, and then I arranged support for him. And after that, I mean, within few days the performance improved. That day I realized something powerful again, that problems don't get solved by silence, they get solved by honest conversations. Again, do you agree with me? Yeah. So my recommendation is that if you come across such a situation, don't be silent there. Speak out. If you realize someone is like me, what I jump in into the discussion, I talk to that person. Same thing. Go ahead and have a conversation with the person. Okay. I would like to share with you a leadership insight in this. I would like you to read one more book, the book called A Difficult Conversation. Now, the author of this book explained that most difficult conversations are avoided because we we assume intentions of the other person. We actually fear the reactions people give, and we want to protect our relationship. That's why. But the truth is, avoiding conversation damages the relationship more again. So the clarity strengthens the relationships, and silence we weakens that relationship. Again, is that a bulb on moment? Please type yes in the comment section. Let me give you a deeper reality to this one. I want you to read one more book. The book is called The No Rules. Okay, see, this Netflix culture emphasizes honest and direct feedback. Why? Because speed and performance improve when people speak openly. So in many organizations, people say, very people stay very polite, and but problems because of that stay hidden, and that slows everything down. Yeah. So how should we come out of this trap? How should we come out of this problem of being polite and being silent? But to come moving from silent to having that courage to talk to the person, have an honest conversation. I would like to share with you three practical shifts that will help you to change this one. The shift number one, I want you to shift from this avoiding mindset to addressing mindset, or I would say addressing early mindset. Don't wait for perfect time. Address issues when they are small. Small conversations are easier than big confrontations. Don't wait for the perfect time. Address issues when they are small. Yeah, that was a shift number one. Shift number two. Yeah, during these confrontations in conversation, we try to do the honest conversation, but many times we get inclined towards blaming language. Our focus is to find the fault. Our focus moves to finding the fault in the other person. Okay, and that's somewhere many of the mid-career project managers they struggle, and because of that, their relationships get the weaken the relationship between you and your team members. So I want you to move from that blaming language to clarity language. See, the focus is to bring the clarity. Blaming is not going to help you. It is not going to move to the solution, or it's not going to give you the answer or the results. So instead of saying you are not performing, say, I have noticed this pattern. Let's understand what's really. This open-ended question invites. So clarity opens discussion. That's the shift number two. Now the shift number three is, most of us, we fear for other people's reaction, right? Do you agree with me? If your boss, if he's a micromanaging boss, if he's a very get upset very easily, if your boss, then you avoid to talk to that person. Same with your colleague. That we have that fear of conflict, we are a fear of getting reaction by other person. So I wanted to move from that fear of conflict to the respect for the truth. Again, this is an identity shift for you, okay? This is an emotional strength. Leadership requires the courage to speak truth with respect, because avoiding conflict protects only comfort, but addressing it creates progress. Do you agree with me? Now we come to the close to this topic, and before that, I before we close today, I will share with you one more thought: is that every workplace has difficult conversations, and you cannot avoid it. You cannot avoid them, but you can choose. You have two choices: either you can delay it, or you can lead it. Take an initiative and try to get an honest conversation. See, because leadership is not about just staying comfortable, it's about you taking initiative, creating clarity, having honest conversation, and even if it feels uncomfortable. Okay. Now, if this message resonates with you, I want you to please comment clarity in the comment section. And in case you are one of those mid-careers project manager who are struggling to, uh, have this type of difficult conversations with people or your team members, because somewhere you are very polite inside, somewhere you are very soft inside, but being as a project manager, you have to be like a leadership wants you to be clarity, being in clarity, uh, you know uh, respecting the truth, rather than just trying. If you are trying to preserve the relationships right now just because you don't want to do the conversation, you know what, after few months, few days, this relationship will go more into the damaging situation. Okay, it will worsen the relationship. Okay, so if you are really going through this challenge right now, okay, you do not have confidence to that, the difficult conversations, I want you to have one-to-one with me. There are few slots available now for this week. The link is in the comment section, or you can go to my LinkedIn profile and book an appointment with me. Okay, that's it. And I'm signing off today with this note that I'll come back tomorrow again with another blind spot to cover and uncover for you so that you can have a fantastic career ahead. Okay, so because the year 2026, already 3 months is going to finish, only 9 months left. Okay, there will be in next 6 months time the promotion appraisals will start. So if you imagine your next version is standing in the December 2026 waiting for you to come there, what you should be doing from today if you really want to meet your next version in December 2026. Okay, that's why I would like to add some value in your life by having these insights and some of these shifts which I'm sharing with you. I want you to implement these tips in your day-to-day life. Okay, so I'm signing off now, but I'll come back tomorrow with one more leadership insight. And until then, you take care of yourself and God bless you. Bye bye.